The heat of the desert is where the Sun Devils thrive. Welcome to Tempe, Arizona, Mountain America Stadium, home to the Arizona State Sun Devils and the rich legacy formed by the likes of Frank Kush, Jake the Snake, and Pat Tillman. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Akron Zips, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Sun Devils will boot it away to start the game. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Akron's offense takes the field. And here he comes, a man who epitomizes the phrase, the tight end's always open, David.
And yes, he is, Reese. And it's so cool. The tight end position now has evolved so much. You can move him all over the field, and you can really highlight a guy of his ability.
Too big for safeties to cover and too fast for linebackers to cover. This is a weapon they've got to take advantage of.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Hart. He's right on target. Ball is loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And these wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're such big playmakers. I just want to get it to them and let them make it happen. But a lot of times, we're running to them, too. We're focused on chasing him down and funneling the football in the right direction.
Hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So the Arizona State Sun Devils offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay. It's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality. Let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
Got his man down the middle. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. And the Zips are rolling down the field. Movement here from the tight end. The give is to Smith. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. It's complete. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Looking downfield, it's Hart. And he's got it. Touchdown, Akron.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Power football with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Give to the single back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he makes the catch. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Gets it out quickly. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. The completion short of the sticks, it's second down. He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
How about the defensive end understanding football, understanding that I got to keep outside contain. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete to be able to corral him, tackle him right in the middle of the field, and get him to the ground.
Got his man on the right. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Finishes the run with the slide.
Defensively on 3rd and long, you are dropping deep. You are making sure you get to at least to the sticks. They got a long way to go. Don't let him throw the football. Make him throw it underneath. And how about this quarterback? He does an unbelievable job scrambling around, now hitting the gas, picks up so many yards. Now he makes it a 4th down and management. So much easier on the offense.
Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Zips decide to punt it away. And the returner will be brought down. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. That last one looked like a back-breaking drive, David, but they ended up punting.
Yeah, and they put some plays together, put some yards together, but the most important stat is putting points on the board. And this offense has to finish, Jesse, when they get across that 50-yard line and start getting in scoring territory.
Yeah, there was some good execution, no doubt about it, but I think it's the critical down and distances, 3rd down in particular. They've got to be better moving forward.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to run for it. At the 45, on its way. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. And the Sun Devils want to move quickly.
And it's just got to be nice to have a running back that can make big-time plays with his feet. 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down right here. His opportunity, he gets the football, makes a huge gain. He makes this offense go, and it makes it so easy to be a play caller.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, still looking. He'll try to do it himself. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. The Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Quick completion to the right. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's Akron holding the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary.
7, Arizona State, 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff from the gun.
So as a defensive guy, they line up in a formation. You know they're heavy on one side. And then all of a sudden, boom, two guys pull, and they go the other direction. So you can't really load up and play that. That counter keeps you off balance as a defense and makes you really be honest.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Got his man quickly. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They've held the ball forever. Relentless drive, but what a win for the defense if they can force a field goal. He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Sun Devils! And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand.
That is so impressive. Not only was it a great catch, but also he made sure he had 1 foot in bounds to get the touchdown. Beautiful job.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Jacksonville State was able to finish off a close one at Burgess Snow Field today. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Catch in the middle. It's Hale. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to run for it. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Pirouettes through. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. On first down, here comes this offense.
And that's a first down for the offense.
They go to the ground. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Dropping back, it's Hart. Using the quick game. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Takes a hit as he fires. Throw it toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing it. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Still deep in their own territory, 2nd and 6 from the 15. He's looking to throw. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. The Sun Devils will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, 1st down. Smith takes the handoff. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Quickly complete. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down. And the Zips are flying down the field. He's looking to throw it. Steps away to find some room. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Looking for a man, it's Hart. Across the 25, he's got room. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Field goal is good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really.
It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He's got him wide open. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. A 1st and 10 for this offense. He wants to throw. Got his man in the middle. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. He's going to pass. They're bringing heat. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Man, these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult. But you need your players to step up for your QB and make big plays. I think he's going to look back and say, I should have made that play.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there today in Tempe than you do? And a really competitive game so far. I'm talking razor-thin margins in the big statistical categories. And while it may be a broken record, turnovers are the name of the game. The team that limits them, the ones that win that turnover margin, generally speaking, are the ones that have the best chance to get that done.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
Gets it out fast.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Grab near the marker. It's played. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the back. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Smashes through. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Pressure coming. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sent it the other way. And the defense dialed up the pressure, and they hit the quarterback, and that led to the pick.
No doubt about it, Reese. Pressure affects a quarterback's accuracy. He just was not able to set his feet on that throw. Ball got away from him a little bit. And, of course, that led to the interception.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Hart. Got his man in the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
It's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. The Zips come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Quick strike complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined, run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that quarterback can go in the other direction.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. He'll pull it down. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Trying to pound their way in. Touchdown, Zips! And that one will give them the lead.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Arizona State, 10.
He'll bring it out. It's Sullivan. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First down here for the offense. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. And they're going to be in a world of hurt if they don't get this thing going forward here on 2nd down from the 13. Gets it out quickly. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
A lot of times you're throwing these slants at the big body guys because they're so physical and they can win with physicality. But when you throw it to a little guy like this, I just know he's going to win with his speed. He's got that much quicks. He's going to win, and I'm going to force feed him the ball and let him make plays.
He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Looking to throw it again. Got it in the middle. It's Blade. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Sun Devils are marching down the field. Trying to find his man on first down. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one. Makes the grab. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. Now on first down after that completion. That's caught. It's Blade. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the pass hits, picked off. Takes it the other way. And stampeding through the defense. And on the interception return, he'll finally be stopped at the 33.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Hart. Throws toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it down the middle. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, after that incompletion, it's decision time now for the head coach. You've got to lead. The game's close. Are you going to punt the ball away and count on your defense to win this thing, or do you have the confidence in your quarterback to make one more throw to win you this game?
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. He's got it, and they convert. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Zips will have it 1st and 10. The give is to Smith. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
He makes a catch. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also drain the clock. Wiggles free. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Akron! That's the kind of skill that makes guys stars. The improvisational skills, the blinding speed, the ability to make the big play and make defenses look silly.
Just straight silly. I mean, what do you want me to do? You put a guy that's that athletic, that fast at the quarterback spot, and now you're telling me to defend the run, defend the pass, defend the scrambles. I mean, goodness gracious, I don't know what you want a defense to do. There's no stopping that guy.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Got his man quickly.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
It's a draw. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. Now on 2nd down. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Arizona State! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished. This offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Going to try to get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there.
All kinds of running room. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Trying to get to him. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. The Express got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Zips. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is high octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Sweet cut there. Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. It's a draw, and they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. The sweet feet buy a little time. Open space at the 25. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. From the red zone, looking for a space. And he's gonna score. Touchdown, Sun Devils! So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge third down. They'll run the screen. Still running up at 40. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. At the 40, there he goes. Hit the afterburners, kid. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Man, at this stage of the game, does that hurt to have 6 points taken off the board? Now they've got to regroup and try to get it in again. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 2nd and long here, but objective number 1, keep that clock moving. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Off the play fake. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
This is a 3rd and long. Smith takes the handoff. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Zips line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Offense set on 1st down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. New set of downs after that completion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. On 2nd down, wants to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. They want to just keep throwing it. Unloads to the wideout. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense trying to score one late. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. He's looking to throw it. Gets rid of it. Got his man. The offense coughs it up. And what a break to get that football back. At this juncture, that would have been catastrophe. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
The attempted throw is incomplete.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Got rid of it just in time. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game, but it all comes down to this play right here.
Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.